So, how's everybody doing? My name's Kelly Boyd. It's my 14-year-old daughter, Jordan Boyd. And a few weeks ago, we decided that we would try to start a video podcast. We've worked out some ideas, tossed around some ideas. Well, really, I've tossed around some ideas. She really hasn't done anything.
Excuse you?
So we figured we would try and start one today. This is Saturday
I don't know. Wait. Yesterday was what, 17th?
It's the 18th of April. And we'll see what type of feedback we have and see if we can work out some of the kinks. We're gonna title the show Boyd to Boyd. She being Boyd.
Boyd to Boyd. I thought
Me
it was
being
Boyd
Boyd.
versus Boyd.
As you can see, with a 14-year-old daughter, they always have comments to make.
Excuse you.
So, Boyd to Boyd. And our first topic of conversation will be kids and MySpace. So, to start things off, let's get a child's perspective. Why do you and all of your friends go on the MySpace page?
Because, it's a good way to connect with all our friends. To have our own page and to make it all cool, describe us. It just describes a person, and we thought it was cool.
Don't you see all of your friends in school every day, all day?
No.
Yes, you do.
Some are sick, some are out. But you don't get to hang out with your friends all the time on weekends because they always have other things to do. Not everybody knows everybody. But when you're on the MySpace, you just have a cool way to connect with everyone.
And at 14, what would be the benefits of a MySpace page?
The benefits as in what's good about it?
Yes. Is that an SAT word that you...
It's not an SAT. Hush up. No SAT word. It's cool to have something where we can describe ourselves, to hang out, have something to joke about. Even though there's a lot of arguments in most of them. What is the reason why you have one?
Okay, let me ask you another question on that same line. What would be derogatory about having a MySpace page? What's the bad things about a 14-year-old girl and a MySpace page?
Predators of...
Say it again, louder please.
Predators of people wanting to take bad pictures of these kids, or coming after them, or wanting to kill them, rape them, molest, so on and so forth. We all know.
And knowing this, you and all of your friends still would want a MySpace page.
Yes.
Now, the benefits of a MySpace page for an adult, completely different than that of the mind of a middle school or high school child.
Before a middle school and high school kid, you hear this stuff of what goes on the internet every day. We know better than put pictures of ourselves nude or in a bathing suit where people can take those pictures, copy and put on. Yes, we still have one, but we're smart enough to know not to do that.
What about the kids that aren't smart enough? What about
That's them. We're not them.
Who's we? We're talking about you. I'm not
yes,
talking
me.
about
I'm not that person. I know not to do that. That's why I don't have one in the first place, because this won't let me have one.
And who else?
My mother.
Why?
Because you already know what happens on the internet. But I'm smart enough where you let me have a laptop and I know better to do things.
Agreed.
So then what's so bad about me having one?
You're 14. The benefits for an adult with MySpace, with Facebook, with Twitter, and any of all of those other social networking sites. Keeping in touch with friends you went to high school with, friends you don't see.
And then it's horrible for me
in
to keep
decades.
in touch.
No, but you see your friends.
Not all the time, Daddy.
No.
I've gone to different schools where I don't know where my friends are. I don't hang out with them
You're
anymore.
absolutely right. You're absolutely
so then what's
right.
wrong with me having a MySpace where I can't catch up with them?
When did I graduate high school?
I don't know.
1985.
Yes, you're an adult, but
Can I finish? So in that 20 plus year span, all of my high school friends are around the country, around the world, wherever. Facebook, MySpace, Twitter allows me to reconnect with those individuals, wherever they may be. At 14, do you have that many friends that you would need to reconnect with them so soon when you see them every day? Whether you get an opportunity to speak with them at length about whatever? Because I've seen you come home from school. You come home from school and you immediately start texting Mary, who you just saw before you left the school. You start texting Vicky, who you just saw before you left the school. I can understand maybe with one of your friends that lives in Florida. But even in that, you text her, you talk to her via the phone. What would be the the purpose of a MySpace page at 14 to do something like that? Why would you need it? Or is it just like all other 14-year-olds? Is it just something you want to have because everyone else you know has one?
Most of the reasons, yes.
So if all of your friends jump off a bridge, you jump behind?
No.
Okay, so then...
But this isn't jumping off the bridge. This is having a MySpace. Total different subject, total different concept. They're all going to jump off a bridge and kill themselves. That's them. That's not me. I want to have a MySpace because I want my own page and I want to show something that describes myself and I want to catch up with my friends. I'm not going to jump off the bridge with the rest of them like most of them would do. But for some people who have a MySpace and a Facebook and whatever Twitter is they want one because everyone has one and it's cool. To me, that's cool. I listen to some of the music that everyone listens to because everyone listens to it, but it's also cool. Mm-hmm. And I like it. Now there's some things that everybody else do that I didn't do because I don't like it.
Now let me ask you this. If you don't get one this year, if it's something that your mother and I talk about and ponder over a little bit further and maybe wait till you're 15 a little bit more responsible, a little bit more mature, would that bother you?
A little.
Why?
Because knowing that you guys can't trust me at the age I am now.
I didn't say...
But you're making it seem like it.
You think so?
Yes.
So because you're not allowed to have a MySpace page, you're thinking that your parents don't trust you?
Yes.
Do you think that's fair to your parents?
No.
To assume that?
No.
How can you make that assumption?
I can make that assumption because you don't at least give me a try to try it out, to trust me to know I'm going to do the right thing or make the right decisions. And if something's wrong, then you can immediately tell me to delete it and not have it again.
So you say, what, give you a 90 or 30-day, 45-day, 90-day trial and see what happens?
Yes.
I don't know. And you think you're responsible enough that you could create and maintain a MySpace page without finding yourself in a bad situation or putting yourself in a bad situation or predicament with knuckleheads out there in cyber world?
Yeah. Why'd you do this?
See, we need to get your mother. Talk to your mother, get your mother on film and ask her.
She'll just tell me no.
She'll just tell her no.
She'll just tell me no.
So my question to you, all you parents out there,
and all you students and teenagers.
All you parents out there. My question I pose to you is 14 old enough, mature enough, responsible enough to maintain a MySpace page? So, this was short, this was sweet, this was concise and to the point. We'll try a few different ideas, try some different things and see what works for us. But we'll drop this online, we'll see what type of feedback we get. Hopefully we get enough feedback, positive and negative feedback.
Give us some topics which you think we should talk about.
Topics that we can talk about. Again, parents and children. Talking about their lives and things that go on in their lives.
Next thing you know, we'll be on Oprah.
Yeah, okay. I don't think Oprah wants us.
Oh, come on. I look good on the camera.
So here we end, Boyd to Boyd, hoping you have a better day than yesterday.
Oh, that is so corny.